Hello my fellow Welt lovers. Oh boy, version 3.5 is basically knocking on our door, and HOYOVERSE decided they're going to come in swinging with a kind of quality of life updates that make you wonder, why didn't we have this from day one? Seriously, the patch notes are reading like they got tired of watching us suffer in silence while accidentally burning all our currency, juggling relics like they're cursed artifacts, and hoarding enough outdated mission data to fill Kafka's entire archive. Topping up in Genshin or Star Rail can get expensive, and let's be honest, we've all seen those in-game prices and wished they were just a bit lower. Well, that's exactly what LD Shop is here for. This is LD Shop, the official top-up platform developed by the LD Player Emulator Group. It lets you top up your favorite games like Genshin Impact and Star Rail at huge discounts, up to 23% off or more. And yeah, it's super easy to use. All you need is your server and UID, and your top-up will show up in-game within just a few minutes. It's safe, reliable, and used by thousands of players. You can even compare prices, for example, something like the Supply Pass or a 6480 Stellar Jade Bundle. It's way cheaper here than in-game. If you register using my link, you'll get a 15% off coupon and an extra 5% off coupon, which can save you up to $50 on your first top-ups. Plus, LD Shop gives you the same first top-up bonus you get in-game, so you're not missing out on anything. And if you're planning to spend more, here's a bonus. If you spend over $80, you'll unlock VIP status, which gives you a free supply pass and more perks. So if you're looking to save while still getting everything you normally would in-game, just use the link in the description and get Hysilens while saving more. So let's talk about the big one first, the light cone exchange optimization. I know, some of you are already sweating because the last time you went to exchange light cones, you blinked, and suddenly your hard-earned currency was gone because you clicked just a little too many times. Well, fear not, because they're finally giving us maximum limit protection per transaction. This is basically HOYOVERSE saying, we see you, Butterfingers, and we're here to stop you from nuking your stash in one click. After 3.5, at both the Light Cone Manifest and Stellar Convergence stores, you won't be able to accidentally grab 10 billion light cones in one go. Instead, there's now a nice little ceiling, 5 copies at a time for 4-star light cones, and only 1 copy at a time for 5 stars. Which is honestly perfect, because who in their right mind is bulk buying 5-star cones unless they're on some Cocolia level whale budget? And speaking of cones, they're also letting us skip the animation when we pull duplicate 4 stars from non-warp methods. You know what I'm talking about, when you're just trying to buy that one last copy for the superimposed level, but the game insists on giving you that dramatic zoom in, like you didn't just see the same cone 2 seconds ago. Now there's a skip button chilling in the top right corner, ready to fast-track you back to the grind. It's small, but my god, it's the kind of small that makes you love a dev team. Now, moving on to something that is chef's kiss for my fellow Fate fans, individual voice toggle for collaboration characters. This is the kind of crossover attention to detail that makes my gacha-loving heart flutter. Without switching your whole game's audio language, you'll be able to swap Saber, Destruction, Wind, and Archer, The Hunt, Quantum, to their original Fate/Stay Night. Unlimited Blade works Japanese voices, but only for interaction, combat, and idle lines. And yes, before you ask, story dialogue still stays in the game's set language, which is fair because they're not re-recording entire scripts just for nostalgia trips. Still, imagine hitting an ultimate and suddenly hearing that exact Saber tone from UBW. I can already smell the rerun hype for those 2 characters just from this feature alone. Alright, now let's talk Relic Smart Equip optimization because, be honest, how many of you actually like messing with Relic menus? Yeah, thought so. It's been functional, sure, but clunky, and the recommended builds always felt like they were stuck in 1.0. Now they're actually making it, well, smart. After 3.5, Smart Equip will let you pick a recommended build first, and then it'll suggest relics that match it. If there's nothing worth recommending, it just won't replace your current relic. Thank the Ians, no more downgrading because the game thought a random def piece was better. Oh, and here's the spicy part. Any relics you select will be marked and prioritized, meaning it won't just shuffle your gear around like it's redecorating your room without asking. They're also making it so that if you are using Smart Equip before the update, you'll need to clear and reselect your builds after 3.5 hits, but this time the system will actually save and use your new preferences automatically. Plus, they've made the change notification text actually understandable, so when you swap something, you'll know why the stats look different instead of squinting at cryptic icons like you're decoding Stellaron script. And if you thought that was it for relics, nope, because they're also giving us a relic synthesis system optimization. We're talking about merging customized synthesis materials and adding the ability to tag recommended characters so the system can suggest main and sub-affixes for them. So, say you're building Bronya and you only want crit rate with some speed on the side. Bam. The system will now push you toward exactly that instead of just throwing random flat HP at you like an insult. You can even tell it which relic type you want to synthesize so you're not playing gacha inside the gacha. Oh, and they added protection so you don't accidentally close the synthesis completion screen before seeing what you made, because apparently enough of us rage closed the window that they had to step in. Now, let's talk about one of the least glamorous but most necessary updates, past mission resource management optimization. If you're on PC, welcome to the Delete Past Mission Resources button. One click, and all that bloated, completed mission data clogging up your SSD can finally be freed into the void. Mobile players, you're not left out. When you reinstall the game, it'll now skip downloading resources from missions you've already finished. That means smaller install sizes and fewer storage-full pop-ups when all you wanted was to check your dailies. So yeah, this is shaping up to be one of those updates where HOYOVERSE isn't just dropping new characters or hype events. They're actually looking at the day-to-day stuff that's been low-key annoying us for ages. The light cone limit is going to save so many people from rage spending their Herda-bonds. The Fate voice toggle is pure crossover love, and the relic changes are a blessing for anyone who doesn't want to manually play dress up with their characters for an hour every patch. Add in the fact that PC players can finally free up space without digging through mysterious file folders, and mobile players get lighter reinstalls, and you've got a patch that's basically Gacha Games Spring Cleaning Edition. But here's what's really wild. This is all just the quality of life section. We haven't even gotten into the character banners, events, or the inevitable story bombs that are going to drop in 3.5. And knowing HOYOVERSE, they're absolutely going to mix in some painful choices, like making us pick between pulling for meta and pulling for our faves. My gacha luck is already quaking in anticipation. Honestly, I'm tempted to start hoarding every last Stellar Jade just in case they throw a surprise double rerun or, worse, a brand new 5-star that power creeps the whole roster. But that's for another day. Right now, I'm just hyped that the game's about to get smoother to play. And yeah, I'll say it, if they keep this up, version 3.5 might actually be the most comfortable patch we've had yet. No more light cone disasters, no more relic menu nightmares, no more wasting storage on stuff we'll never touch again. It's the little things that keep us logging in every day, and HOYOVERSE seems to have finally realized that. So go ahead, prepare your inventory, clean up your relics, and maybe, just maybe, get ready to hear Saber yell her noble phantasm lines in battle. So that's all the big, juicy quality of life stuff coming in 3.5, but don't wander off just yet because the real hype train hasn't even left the station. I've got upcoming videos lined up that are going to deep dive into Evernight and Terravox's full kits. Yes, full skill breakdowns, traces, eidolons, the works, so you can decide if they're worth draining your Stellar Jade stash for, or if you should be saving for that next mystery banner. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss the theory crafting chaos that's about to go down, so stay tuned, grab your popcorn, and get ready for some serious banner math.